Hello, I am Professor Kanchana Zadu, Mechanical Department, Government Polytechnic, Meerut. My today's topic is acceptance sampling. The learning outcomes of this topic is we are able to learn, explain the concept of acceptance sampling, classify various types of acceptance sampling plan, choose a suitable sampling plan according to the situation, enumerate the difference between 100% sampling, 100% inspection and the acceptance sampling. So, we will see what is the concept of acceptance sampling. A form of inspection applied to a lot or batches if items before or after a process to conform to predetermined standards. What it means? After the process, product is inspected as per the predetermined standard, then decision is taken whether to accept that lot or to reject the lot. As per the customer requirement, manufacturing product, manufacturing company, we can use ANSS standards, military standards, and ISO standards for inspection of these lots. Use of acceptance sampling. Acceptance sampling is useful for first, that is large number of product produced in a short time. It means in a mass production there is a large number of production is available, so inspection of each part is not possible. In that case we can use this acceptance sampling method. Next, that is instead of destructive testing, we can use this method because in destructive testing the inspected product not in use because it is pricked and then it is tested. So in such cases we can use this method instead of destructive testing. Next, that is dispatch of low risk. For example, in medical field there is high risk of if a single defective pieces is present. So in such cases we can't take any risk of human. So in this case we can't use this acceptance sampling method. Where the risk is low, in that case we can use this method. For acceptance sampling plan, we need some basic info to select the suitable type of sampling method. That is, n is lot size, small n is nothing but the sample size, d is nothing but the defective present in a sample, c is nothing but the acceptance number, and for the rejection and the acceptance of the lot. As per the IS standards, lot size, as per the lot size, the table for sample size is given and acceptance number we can calculate from OC curve. And then we will compare the defective number with this acceptance sampling number and then take the decision whether lot should accept or reject. So the next, that is types of acceptance sampling plan: single sampling plan, double sampling plan, and multiple sampling plan. In a single sampling plan, as per the available lot we can pick some product as a sample on random basis, then check this sample as per the standards, find out the defective pieces. So single sampling plan is nothing but simple a sampling plan in which a decision about acceptance or rejection of a lot is based on single sample that has been inspected is known as single sampling plan. In this single sample, we find the defective pieces and compare it with the acceptance number. If the defective, that is D, is greater than C, then we will reject the lot. where D is nothing but the defective item and C is nothing but the acceptance number. If D is smaller than C, then we will accept the lot. This is nothing but the single sampling plan. Now the reflection spot. Have you used such a sampling method in your day-to-day life? Think over it. Stop the video, think over it and write down your answer. Yes, we can use such sampling method in our day-to-day life, but that is not in a technical way. So the answer is yes, we use it. To understand this, I will give the example of mango. When we are going to purchase a bunch of mango, we are not able to check each mango as we don't have a time. We just take one or two mango. You can say it as a sample number having a two piece of mango. We will check it as per our expectation. If it is good, means as per our expectation, the taste is good, the quality is good, the color is good, then we will accept this bunch of mango. If it is not in a good quality, or you can say poor quality, then we will reject that. Simply, there are a lot of examples where we can use this acceptance sampling method. Next type is double sampling plan. In this case, instead of single sample, we take another sample to take the decision of acceptance or rejection. If the result of first sample is not conclusive, in that case, we will use this double sampling plan. If you are not able to take the decision from first sample, then we will go for the second sample. So, the combined effect of these samples, we can come to know to accept the lot or to reject the lot. Here the combined defective item, that is D, capital D, is greater than C2, then we will reject the lot. Where D is nothing but D1 plus D2, that is defective items in a sample of N1 and N2. Where C2 is nothing but acceptance number of sample for sample number 2. If D is smaller than C2, then we accept the lot. This procedure is nothing but our double sampling plan. Next one, it is multiple sampling plan. It is actually same as that of your double sampling plan, but instead of two samples we will take more than two samples in a small size. We will examine each sample and take the decision. However, such plan is complicated, so we are rarely used in a practice. There is a difference from that you can know which method is better. 100% sampling or acceptance sampling. First difference, that is the cost required is less for acceptance sampling, where for 100% sampling it is more. The time required, it is less for acceptance sampling, and for 100% inspection it is more. As the staff required for acceptance sampling is less, for 100% inspection it is more, because each and every part, each and every item we are going to inspect, so time required is also more, cost required is also more, and for staff for inspection is also more. So next difference is problem of inspection fatigue is reduced, but in 100% sampling it is more, because we are going to check each and every item. Next, that is less damage to product because laser handling, but in 100% sampling it is more. You can take in a different way advantage of sampling over 100% sampling. The difference itself is the advantages of acceptance sampling. So the cost and time required, inspection to fatigue, less staff required, the advantage of these are available here. The less damage to product, it develops more effective pressure on quality improvement because the decision is taken on single sampling, so it makes a pressure to the inspector. Next, that is need of sampling. What is the need of sampling? It is most practical, quick and economic method for taking the decision of acceptance or rejection. Next, instead of inspecting all items, we are taking just a sample of piece and then we will inspect that. So it requires a less time. So the next need is the most important, that is sampling is it exerts a more pressure on the quality improvement because we are going to take a decision on a single or double sampling, so it is having a more pressure. Next, that is economic inspection. Next, that is there is a less damage in inspection during the inspection. And next one, that is it involves less fatigue to the inspector. From this we can learn the importance of acceptance sampling, the concept of acceptance sampling and the type of acceptance sampling. Thank you.